What's good, collective? Thank you for tapping in with your girl. All right. I was outside a few minutes ago and I heard strong tower. Strong tower, okay? So we're going to tap into this energy. I'm not really sure at this point if someone in the collective may be going through um, a tower moment, okay? Or if you are showing up to other people or someone in your energy is seeing you as a strong tower. Maybe you're showing up, your strength is being seen here. Okay, we're going to see exactly what spirit is saying by strong tower. All right, I don't have any beginning energies, so we're just going to tap into this together. I hope everybody is doing well. Okay, let's see, Spirit. What are you saying about a strong tower? We have the reverse Eight of Wands. Okay. Okay. A blockage. Walking away. Okay. So someone may be seeing you in your strength. Okay. You're maybe holding out. Maybe you're blocking someone from having access to you. So maybe someone who wants to get back in your energy is seeing that you are fortifying your energy right now, okay? It is very difficult for them to get into your energy. Tell us more, Spirit. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So someone is definitely feeling shut out. Someone is feeling like they don't have access to you. They can't get access to you. All right. We have the death card here on the bottom. So maybe you have made a change. Okay, maybe you have made a change in a relationship, and so someone feels like you're like Fort Knox, is what I just heard. Okay, you have your energy locked down, so energetically you're showing up to this person like Fort Knox, like they can't get in. They can't get in. All right, what's this? You have the King of Cups. Somebody could be protecting their heart space right now. All right. um we have the Ace of Cups. Now, this is either you locking your heart down, okay, from this individual, from this situation, from a situation, or this is them feeling like they cannot access you or your energy, and they are holding a lot of feelings for you that they can't share. They feel like they can't talk to you, or they can't approach you, or they can't get access to you. I don't know if you've blocked them on your cell phone, blocked them on social medias, if you live in the same city. I don't know if that's just this general energy like, don't come my way because I don't have anything to say. I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. And if I had it my way, I wouldn't even know you. Okay? Like I'm not sure, all right? But someone's heart space is either under lock and key, and it could be both, because you could have put your heart under lock and key towards this individual, while this individual is still holding quite a bit of feelings for you. Tell us more, Spirit. We have the Ten of Swords. Okay. So then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Something's come to an end, for sure. Someone's not giving. Someone's not coming back. Someone doesn't want someone else to come back. There could have been a betrayal, which would explain the lock and key. Okay. This reading can be past, present, or future energy, family. So always take it how it reverberates, how it applies to you right now. Um, Irregardless of how I stated. Okay. So just take it how it reverbs. Okay. All right. So we have the High Priestess here. We have the Judgment. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I think that someone in the collective knows that someone wishes to apologize, wishes to maybe make something right. I also think that you know that it is best for you to not allow an individual space and time. It is best for you not to entertain this individual. So while they wish maybe to apologize, you wish to not hear from them at all. Okay? Like, I don't even really want to talk to you, boo. You know? I don't know. Maybe this person apologized a lot. Maybe they were a repeat offender, or maybe they've waited too long. They've waited too long. Six of Cups in the reverse. Possibly they've waited too long and you have moved on. Now, energetically, you're still showing up to this person very guarded. Your energy is very protected. This is Fort Knox energy, okay? Strong tower. Energetically, they can't get in. Clarify the Eight of Wands, Spirit. The Death. Yup. They want this to end. They want you to take them off block. They want the blockage to end. Um, Tell me more. They want to reconnect something, restart something. They want the blockage to end. They want you to make the decision to let them in. I also see here that the blockage probably is not going to end. Okay, I feel like this is a change that you made rationally, intentionally, with a lot of thought. Okay, you made a choice to no longer allow communication, to no longer allow someone in your presence, in your environment, in a relationship with you, like to no longer allow that. Now they want it to end, but I'm seeing here that for someone in the collective, you're not making the choice to take them off of block or to keep them out of your energy or keep them out of your life. We have the Hermit card, justice, and there's someone in the collective, you feel like this is justice, this is fair, this is balanced. Okay, so right now what this person may be experiencing is the balancing of the scales. All right, we're going to get to this Ten of Swords and see exactly what it was that took place, because there could have definitely been a betrayal. Clarify the Three of Wands, Spirit. Yep, and then we had to wait too long. We have the Seven of Swords here. You didn't come back, and you're not letting them come back because if it feels like this person may have lied or deceived you one too many times. Okay, so you are over the deception, you're over the lies, you're over. You feel like even if you let them back in, they ain't gonna do nothing but lie. They not gonna come in with no truth. Okay, clarify the Seven of Swords. Yep, and you are not interested. You are not interested. Now this, it literally hit my hand and spent. So it came out in the upright and it's spent in the reverse. That's giving me the energy of the two parties. You are not interested and they want you to be. They want you to hold space and time and to embrace the fact that they want to come in and give you a bunch of cocky mammy excuses as to what it was and what it ain't. Okay, you know full well that this person is not going to do anything but come back and tell more lies. All right, and they want you to actually unblock them energetically, environmentally, relationally, and accept the lie. Okay, they want you to accept them, and they don't have any intentions on being truthful. Okay, no intentions on being truthful. Clarify the King of Cups. This is something you already know. You've already learned this about this person, which is why you are shutting them out, not allowing them back in. Reverse Ten of Pentacles. The whole relationship was a debauchery, right? The whole relationship was crazy because here you are thinking that it's reciprocal and it's not reciprocal. There's a reverse Ten of Pentacles here. So that's giving me kind of like a karmic connection where there was a lot of loss, there was a lot of breakdown, there was a lot of scattered energy. There wasn't really the unity that there was supposed to be. It wasn't really there. You may have even felt trapped at one point in with this situation, but you learned something. You discovered something. You decided to accept the truth. You decided to accept the truth. Yeah, they feel a little left out in the cold. Okay, possibly you felt left out in the cold at one point because they didn't come back to correct something. Something is, you know, there's they didn't come back. So you may have felt left out in the cold at some point. While you may have wanted a commitment and a family dynamic with this person, they did not give towards that. So maybe there was a period of time in the past, or could be right now, where you felt a little bit trapped, a little bit stuck, waiting to hear from them, and they didn't come to give you any anything, and whatever they did give you wasn't the truth. Right? So here we have the strong tower. Okay? So they may be experiencing a tower moment now. All right, because now they desire. Spirit say that is the truth. They are desiring you. They are wanting to take action on a connection where they either showed up as a liar, they showed up as a repeat offender, they showed up as someone deceptive. All right, they didn't communicate well. They thought that by not telling you certain things that's not lying. Well, there's lies by commission and lies by omission. Okay, so that still makes you a liar and deceptive. So they are wanting to now be this king of wands, male or female, but there's been a tower moment. There's a tower here because now they want to show up. But you got your heart under lock and key. You have your life under lock and key. You're not giving to this. You realize that you weren't going to receive anything, and you realize that you needed to no longer give to this situation. Okay? And you could have you had a lot of feelings. Oh wow, strong feelings. That's crazy. Strong feelings for this person. But you had to walk off and heal and let it go. Wow. A lot of quiet contemplation, a lot of thinking. It took a lot of working through the mental anguish that this connection, created. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, you're very peaceful. You're very calm. You're very relaxed, which is why you ain't giving to it. Yep. Okay. So let's see. What is this King of Cups? Burdens. I feel like this is this person. Uh-huh. I'm gonna take it out. Now they're carrying the burden of how they feel about you in their heart, right? That they didn't honor before. Don't know why. Okay? Sometimes love scares people. I don't know. Sometimes feeling something so strongly for someone will scares people, but at the end of the day, I mean, okay. Maybe they had too much on their plate and they weren't able to show up that way. And instead of actually saying something and being truthful, they just omitted it. And maybe you found out another way. Clarify the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups with the Ten of Wands, please. Okay, that's a lot. Do I want them? I'm going to acknowledge them, but I might put them back. Ooh. We have the reverse King of Wands. The Two of Wands. I mean, the Two of Pentacles. The Hangman. They didn't take action. They juggled you. And you became aware that this person was a little loose with their wand. Maybe a little loose with their wand. A loose with their energy. Maybe they were juggling multiple situations. Juggling multiple situations. You became aware of that. Maybe they didn't want you to be aware of that. Yeah. With the Five of Swords in the reverse, realizations came to some realization that this was not going to be what it appeared to be, or it appeared that it could have been. It wasn't going to bring or manifest or be a resource for you. Like, it wasn't given. It wasn't given. Somebody realized this after already having a lot of feelings for someone, though. Okay? Already having, yeah, I feel like they didn't want, they lied by omission. They omitted some things that they didn't want you to know while trying to build a connection with you, but being hella deceitful about it. Let's see. Let's do that again because that was quite a bit. King of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands, Spirit. Thank you. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. So now, here, this is telling me that this is a past situation. And it's been some time. It's been some time. And now here you are in your future. And now they want to come be a part of your future. Their heart is burdened now because they can't be a part of your future. They're not going to be a part of your future. Tell us more. Six of Cups. Yep. Three of Cups. They're not going to be a part of your future. You're not giving. Now you're not giving. Now you're not sharing. Now your heart is not open towards them. When your heart was very much open before, very much open. Yep. You're out here single, sexy, and successful. Independent. I'm going to tuck that to the side. Well, let me put it right here. They're seeing you in your independence. They're seeing you get everything it is you want financially. Wow. We have the Nine of Cups here as well. And then we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you may be single. You may be single. But you are having the time of your life. You are good to go. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. Yes, Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. This is a new beginning. Maybe there's something taking place. I mean, I don't know if you're glowing up, if your finances are banking up, you know what I'm saying? But this is just good energy. So this individual now feels a burden in their heart. Oh, how phony of you. How phony of you. You know, that's how I see it. I don't know about you, collective. Clarify the Ten of Swords. The Seven of Cups. So, there was an end to the illusion. Okay. There was also a betrayal. There was a betrayal that cast an illusion. All right. Again, lie by omitting things, not saying things, not wanting to talk about certain aspects of your life or their life while trying to paint a picture to you that it's one way when it really can't be that way because you have all of these other extracurricular activities going on that you don't want to talk about. So it's lie by omission. We have a Justice card here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Fool. My gosh, you are in good energy since you separated from this motherfucker. Ooh. You are in good energy since you separated from this person. I think this is why they see you as a strong tower. You brought an end to the illusion. You brought an end to them as an opportunity and an option as well. Like you don't see them as an option. Okay, so after separating your energy, separating your life, you took a leap of faith and moved away from this. Okay, and it is bringing about a new beginning and balance and justice. Okay, so kudos to you. All right, you won't be going back. You don't want to work on it. Could have had a Ten of Pentacles. You intuitively may have, you may have foreseen what it could have been. But just because we see what something could have been with a person doesn't mean they see it. Okay, and it happens all the time. All right? So there's no going back. Yeah, Nine of Wands. So you have gone through quite a bit in your life, but also this situation kind of took you through a little bit because I think at one point you really did have quite a lot of feelings for this individual, and maybe you did intuitively think that this was your person. Okay. Um, but you have your guards up now. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the upright. You're not going backwards. You will not be going back to this individual. Um, they may be slowly discovering that or quickly discovering it. Five of Cups. You let this go. You let it go. To be honest, I don't think you were left with any choice. I don't think this person gave you any choice. Queen of Cups. You let it go. You released it. You release the feelings. You acknowledge the feelings. You surrender to your feelings, but at the same time, you let go of the potential or the idea or the hope that they would, you know, show up in the connection. And I do feel like this has been a connection that took place. I mean, for some of you, it could be years ago. 4, 5, 6 years ago. You know, it could be, and longer than that. You know what I mean? Um, you surrendered and released it. Released them and walked away. Yup. Walked away. Walked towards that sun energy. Walked towards this Ace of Pentacles energy. Wow. And I do feel like this is you with your hands up with this with this Queen of Cups here. Okay? Realizing that if you were going to um if you were going to heal, there was a need to realize that you have no choice. So you just kind of threw your hands up with it and walked away from it. That same cup that she is holding or that she has close to her heart there is the same cup that's in the Eight of Cups that's sitting in the water that she's walking away from. So at one point you may have been damn near drowning in emotions for this person. Almost. Not quite. Okay? But almost. Um but you had that high tide on you though. You know, them emotions was, you know, you definitely felt strong feelings. Strong feelings. But you decided to get up out of the water. Get up out of that and walk away. Leave the cup there. Let it burn, child. Let it burn. Because this person may have been toxic, very manipulative. All right? Very manipulative. Okay, let's get another deck. Very manipulative individual here. Now that they see you doing well, now that they see that you are how strong you are, knowing what they put you through. That's the kicker. Knowing what they put you through. Now they see your strength as something to, I don't know, honor, respect, love. You use the same person. Use the same person. You know, you might have changed and healed and grew a little bit, but for the most part, you showed up the same way. Now, why they couldn't see it when they had it right in front of them, child, who knows? Okay. But now they see it, and now what they're seeing is sitting on their heart like a anchor, like a weight. Tell us more, Spirit. They held back. They held back. Yeah. Now this is you holding back. They held back. They were not fully open with you. There were some things they could have communicated with this book in his hand, his journal. But they kept it under lock and key themselves. Didn't let you in. Tell me more. Clarify. Group dynamics. Group dynamics are shifting. What is this group dynamics? Rumors are flying in your circle. Tell me more. Intrigued. Someone is intrigued by you and wants to know you better. I feel like they were entertaining multiple people. I feel like this is what this is. They were intrigued by you, yes, but they were also intrigued and entertained by others as well. And this is what they didn't tell you. Now they want to come clear the air. Okay. Tell us more. Tell us some more. Testing limits. Someone is testing the limits of what examining how you react under pressure. So it also feels like they may have been trying to condition you to accept them and their folly, right? Their foolishness, their buffoonery. They they wanted to condition you. Huh. Well, how did that work out for them? Because from what it's looking like, the collective chucked the deuces. Release those expectations, my boy. Release those expectations, young lady. Okay? Don't be expecting that I'm finna just let you condition me to the fact that you want to have multiples of whatever you're into. You're more than welcome to do that. And you may have tried to hold on for a little while because you have feelings for this person, but with this reverse 5 of Swords, I feel like you came eventually to the realization that maybe there was not an alignment. Tell me more. Maybe they tested the limits of time because I'm looking at this hourglass. Maybe they tested the limits of time. In other words, they took too long. Different people are held to different standards. Balance. The scales. Too much dip on their chip is what I heard. Yup. You got too much ground beef in that taco shell. It's about to bust open. Yup. And you got all that lettuce and cheese and sour cream and everything. You just doing too much. Okay? Too much dip on their chip. Things are out of balance. Things got out of balance as it relates to the dynamic because they tested the limits of time. Okay, what was, I don't know, they were supposed to, maybe they were testing the friendship by staying away so long. I don't know. It's starting to sound weird to me. Maybe they were testing the friendship. I feel like they maybe they pushed you too they pushed you too far. They pushed you away too far. Okay? And they may be coming to the realization that I pushed the collective away. Is why their heart is heavy. Maybe they always intended to get right back, but then they didn't. They didn't get right back. Huh. Tell me more, Spirit. The cold shoulder. The cold shoulder. Someone is deliberately distancing themselves, hiding this dissatisfaction. So now they feel like you're giving them the cold shoulder, or you began to give them the cold shoulder. Take it how it reverberates, okay? Clarify cold shoulder. Pushing boundaries. Hmm. So this could also have been them at that time giving you the cold shoulder. You know, you're calling, they're not answering, they're not calling back. You're texting, they're not texting back. You know, you're not hearing from them for days based on the nature of the relationship, friendship, the dynamic, what was understood was, you know, that was attempt that you both were attempting to build. This person did not put any effort in building a connection to even see where it could go, right? Like, I feel like maybe there was a lot of feelings, possibly mutually, maybe not. Maybe they were so busy entertaining and being intrigued by so many other people that they couldn't open up their heart. They couldn't open up to the truth, you know, saying that's lying inside of them. They couldn't show you who they really were. Maybe they took their time because they saw you differently. You know, they wanted to be, I don't know, in them streets, but at the same time, they knew they couldn't be in them streets and deal with you. So they gave you the cold shoulder, okay? But there's a testing of the limits here. This person tested your limits as to how long, if at all, will you hold space? Will you give them the opportunity to communicate? Something's complicated, more complex than it seems. Maybe you realize this person was more complex than they seemed originally. So you went into your protective shell, your protective mode. Hmm. Tell us more, Spirit. Circle of drama. Okay. Your social circle is full of dramatic changes. Something has changed. Something has changed with this individual. Spreading positivity. You may have changed as well over time. So it may not even just be this person. You may have made a lot of changes to just people in general, right? Like if you're not going to be a positive contribution to my life or allow me to be a positive contribution to yours, then I'm not going to be a part of a ring of drama. Okay? There could be something going on in this person's, there could be some drama going on, and that's the other tower that I may be feeling. They may be going through a tower moment, right? uh I feel like they're going through something and they're starting to remember that you always was a positive force in their life, or you at least attempted to be. You at least attempted to be. Tell me more about this pod spreading positivity. Drifting apart. Drifting apart. The connection between you and someone is fading, like a ship without a sail, is what I heard. Yeah, they're drifting. I feel like in their time away from you, though, in their time away from you, um, they've really come more to the understanding that you were just trying to be a positive source for them. So as they've been out drifting along like a drifter, uh they're starting to like the drama. There's some drama around this person now, which may be why they want to kind of drift back into your life, right? um there was supposed to be a joint evolution, possibly that you were supposed to go on, this person was supposed to go on with you. There was supposed to be maybe a journey that you were supposed to go on with this person, and they were supposed to go on with you, but they didn't allow themselves to do that. They held back. They entertained multiple situations. They were intrigued and played with multiple balls. And I don't mean that in no point intended. I'm just saying. Okay. I mean, it could be that. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, they saw multiple people as just something to play with, something to fill the time and the space with, right? So they didn't participate in going on a joint evolution with you, on going on a journey with you, in the connection with you. They didn't even allow you to hold space for them, really, because they gave you the cold shoulder. Yep. Safe space. Now they're seeing you as the safe space you always were. It's crazy. I don't know why people do this to themselves. They got attachment issues. They have attachment issues. Okay? Issues of attachment, either excessive or fear, fearful, may rise. There was definitely a bond here, though. I feel like right person, wrong time. But at the same time, it was the wrong time because they made the decision to make it be the wrong time, to let it be the wrong time. And even if things were a little bit dramatic going on around them, they didn't honor the purity of the bond and the connection. And that's where the attachment issues come in, because I feel like with them in being intrigued by multiple situations, entertaining multiple situations, even that was a reflection of their attachment issues and their fear of it. The issue is now they realize that they threw you in a circle of other people that they just kind of came in and out and drifted in and out, and now they're realizing that that's not what they were supposed to do with you. Like, that's not going to work with you, because their heart, they still carrying a lot of feelings, possibly out of whoever else and however many else of people they was entertaining themselves with. Your energy and your love remains. They're having an ego check. Interactions are forcing you to confront your own ego. Some breaking news. A surprising revelation will shift your perspective. Uh-oh. My bad. What is this revelation? Somebody's having an ego check. What if they had revealed? What is the shift in their perspective, spirit? Uh, I'm gonna get some cards, but I know what I'm hearing her say. The inner conflict of realizing that they cannot let go of the feelings that they have for you. That's what I heard, and that's what showed up. They have an inner conflict now, because things have gotten out of hand with all of them other group dynamics and all that other intrigue they had with other people. They may have thought that they could just drift in and out of your life. They may have thought that because maybe they thought you loved them enough to be there when they were ready to come back, or maybe they just put you at the same level as they put all of these other people that they were dealing with. But now they're realizing that different people are held to a different standard, that their heart is able to feel. And in the midst of all of that chaos, in the midst of them trying so hard to not be attached to anybody, their hearts still manage to create an attachment. Because it's in your head, your heart, you know, you can't, once you start feeling, you feeling, and you can think yourself out of it, you can talk yourself out of it. You understand what I'm saying? But sometimes you meet people where there's a real, true connection and a bond. And if you have attachment issues, the best thing you could do for yourself is to admit that to yourself and to the other individual, and y'all grow together in that space. Okay? But to allow your issues to toss you to and fro again like a ship without a sail, you're going to end up coming back to this inner conflict because the attachment is going to remain. But the person that you have given the cold shoulder to may not remain. Okay? Right? Because attachment or not, ain't nobody got to sign up for none of this. Period. Right? So what they're learning is that, surprise, I still love the collective. I always did love the collective. I was supposed to go on a healing journey with the collective. I was supposed to be really, really, really locked in with the collective. But now the collective don't fuck with me. Wow. Partial truths here. This person, again, lie by omission, mixed signals. Somebody in their inner circle may have told them to not tell the truth, to give you mixed signals, child, to give you the silent treatment. There may have been a hidden agenda in their friend circle as to why someone in their friend circle guided them to give you mixed signals, to not tell you the truth, to hold back your feelings, their feelings, to hold back things. Bridging differences. Maybe they said that y'all were too different. Maybe there were cultural differences. I don't know. What does the collective need to know going forward with this energy, spirit? Aside from keep on walking, I ain't talking to you. Keep on walking, we ain't talking no more. Y'all want to see? I want to see how many of y'all know what that is right there. You know what I'm saying? That's my girl right there. You know that crazy, you're trying to blame me for a foolish girl. You soon discover you're not the only lover in this. Yeah, I'm gonna see how many of y'all know. Let put it in the comments if y'all know who that is. Put that in the comments if y'all know who that is. I know some of y'all know. All right. What is some encouragement, advice, confirmation that the collective needs as they continue to go forward in their new beginning? Balanced. You healed your heart by walking away from this situation. What is it that the collective needs to hear, spirit? Soar. Fly, baby, fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Okay. Soar. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light. Period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high. Fly high, dear one. Up, up, up and away. That's why they hurt. This person has scattered energy, okay? So keep flight, keep flying. You have your wings, is what I just heard. Fresh start. Fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift you've been given. There's a new beginning. Be present in your new beginning. Don't look back. All right. If this is an energetic, a person pulling on your energy, there may be times where you feel that they may actually show up, pop up, try to reach out through somebody. Keep going towards this fresh start. You are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. Something has caused you to retreat to your mind. It's time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living life more fully again. Continue to be present. Okay? Continue to be present, because I feel like who I'm speaking to and who this reverberates with, you already know what it is and what it ain't. Okay? But for someone, you may be feeling that energy and getting back in your head about that connection that has been, left in the past. So if that is you, be present. Stay in your present. Stay in your future. Somebody may reach out. For sure. and ask you to take a chance on them. You've been isolated. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help, so reach out to ask for support at this time. So they remembering that you are a positive light. You were a positive light then, you're a positive light now. And so they may reach out and ask for some help. They may reach out and ask for you to take a chance. It's time to step outside your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you to take a chance. When you do, you'll be rewarded with newfound confidence and enthusiasm and will begin to attract new results. What is the advice when this person tries to reach out to the collective? What is the advice? When and if this individual from the past tries to reach out to the collective. Ooh, we have cord cutting. Cord cutting. And then we have miracles, believe, faith, unicorn. Breaking free from negative influences, sever energetic attachments, reclaim your power. Yeah. There is something actually, I don't know. This seems like maybe this past situation was quite heavy, tumultuous, heartbreaking for someone, right? Because the person you love didn't show up for you in that connection, and you could have known intuitively that there was a bond, that there was a cord, right? This person may be reaching out because they still believe the cord is there. Okay, they still believe the bond is there. uh the advice is to remain in your energy and in what you believe as it relates to that. Unwanted exposure. Unwanted exposure. Information disclosed, embarrassment, revealing something personal, made public, negative attention. Clarify. Stay grounded and celestial. Stay grounded and celestial. Okay? Stay grounded. This may be something that you really don't want. You don't want this attention from this individual. You don't want nothing to do with this situation. You have moved on energetically. You have grounded yourself. All right. So this may be a reaching out that is not, that you don't really want. Clarify cord cutting and believe. We have the sacral chakra. Sensuality, creativity, emotions, enthusiasm. Something is cooking. Creative plans, making progress, ideals, use your skills. I feel like this is this individual's energy and possibly what they may be thinking. There's still a lot of possible sexual energy, okay? A lot of attraction. There's a cord here. Now this individual either believes that the cord is still between the two of you, and so they want to come in with that sensual energy. Um I feel like they want to be intimate and create a cord through intimacy. But here we are. This is the card that I saw in my mind earlier in the reading. Fort Knox. Okay? All right. So remain in this fortress energy. Shut this out. Shut that out. Okay? Yeah. And this is balance and harmony and justice. This is the justice that they will not have access to you, right? They will not be able to gain access to you. Um, Unfortunately, it's lights out. Is what Spirit said. Point of no return. Endings. Finality. And I'm gonna end this reading right there. Okay. Thank you so much, Collective, for tapping in with your girl one more again with your girl. I greatly appreciate y'all presence. To my Soul Tribe Starseed family, my viewers, subscribers, I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Please, to all of my first time viewers, if this is the first time you are hearing my voice or seeing me, this is your official invitation to subscribe, okay? Subscribe. You might as well come on and hang out a little bit, you know what I mean? And please, everyone, leave a comment. Let me know how this message reverberated for you. Share and hype it up. All right. I appreciate you all. If you need a personal reading, all of the information is down in the description. You jump over to my website. My books are always open, and you can book a reading with me, and we'll get that done for you, okay? All right, fam. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.